decades given many speeches, most often concerning his travels and his experiences. Today, for the first time for several years, he returns to the lectern with a speech inspired by recent comment of Toastmaster Gina Rezendi regarding recall. Called The Memory of the Memory. Please welcome Toastmaster Chris Miles.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters. Good morning. The memory of the memory. I have another medical story to tell you. I'm losing my mind. I can't remember anything. My wife turns the television on and says, "Shall we watch what we watched last night?" I said, "What did we watch last night?" She says, "We watched a name of a play, and I don't recall it at all." Jeopardy. Anybody do Jeopardy? I watch Jeopardy. I always know the answer about 5 minutes after the person has asked the question. So basically, what is all this with short-term memory loss? Quite worrying. And I wonder if it's happening to you. Names, faces, things. But long-term memory, I'm as sharp as a button. I remember way back in 1951, walking with my parents across the River Thames in London to attend the Great Festival of Britain. This was a sort of a grandiose theme park with wonderful pavilions, including the Dome of Discovery, 365 feet in diameter, looking like an upturned wok. And the Skylon, a kind of wonderful cigar-shaped object. I remember every single detail. I remember even the blisters I had on my feet. How old was I? I was 8 years old. And this is about the time when most people, most young people, start to really recall what they remember in some detail years and years from the future. The exhibition in London was similar to the one in Paris. They gave the great Eiffel Tower, the Gustave Eiffel Tower. And at that age, at 8, and from beyond, I more or less could remember everything. So subconsciously, that exhibition must have had some influence on me becoming an architect. I didn't know it, but somehow it had infiltrated into my body that I was going to be in design. And since graduating, to be honest with you, I have not done much more than design theme parks for 50 years. 50 years. So, Toastmasters, on reflection, what are the things that you can remember with certainty and when? Now, it's interesting that just about 3 weeks ago, my grandson, Orson, who's the eldest grandson, age 8, came down from New York with his mother, and I decided to take him to Legoland in Florida. And I thought, he's the same age that I was at the Dome of Discovery in London. And we can play all day. We can play with the red and the blue bricks, and we can laugh and giggle, and we can go on rides. And so I started thinking, what memory will he have in the year 2300, when he is the same age that I am now? Will he recall going to Legoland like I recalled going to the Festival of Britain in 51? Will he recall going to Legoland with his old grandpa? Will he recall it? Who knows? So this is a neurochemical condition. Your memory is literally nothing more than a box that is storing stuff. And actually, neuroscientists actually allow for photography to be part of memory. Photography is really important, as is writing. writing your stories. Write them down. I believe that you will thank me years and years from now as I approach the end, helter-skelter, morbidity approaches, and I believe that you'll thank me if I tell you that since 1960 I recorded every day of my life. Every day. So I have no real fear that I will short-term memory, because I can refer back to my journals. Each of us carry in us the memory of the memory. My own life, documented as I've just said, is one in which every day I record people, business cards, elements. The mind is not static. The brain and the memory that it uses is in progress. We are not now what we were then. But does anybody know where my car keys are? Mr. Toastmaster.